Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
He'll let this go deep for... That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
40 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal at the 1. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Kaepernick now to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Patriots 0. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. James White's first carry. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Returning it, here's Hamler. Nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. So here's 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Newton. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Watch the glass. Check 31.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Check. Left 3. Hey, 91.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there.
First down, Denver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54 Mark. Check. Right 54. Second turn, defense. Let's go.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll find Lindsey here. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here.
White
just a yard up to the 39.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Defense, let's go.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Newton now to throw. This is White on the screen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll run for it. This is White. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts,
A gain of 11.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Again, it's Kaepernick. He'll go up top here for Hamler. This is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Squeeze 20.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Boye on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
45 the Mike. Greg. 45 the Mike. 45 the Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
You'll get nothing. I like it.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Hamler now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
4-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Made by Clay Matthews.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't...
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's the fullback with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Makes the score.
Full connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 now.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Nick Cole for the Patriot field goal.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Lindsay on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8.
A lot of storylines to a New England-Denver matchup. So many great games in the past. And worth noting, too, that Cam, of course, has his history with the Broncos as well. He was on the losing end of Super Bowl 50 when his Panthers lost to the Broncos 24-10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 1st down, here's White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And 6.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I'm sure at times James White gets frustrated because he might want to carry the ball a little bit more, but when you catch it like that, that's how teams are going to use you. The majority of his snaps may come on passing downs because he can create big plays downfield. 2nd on the team in catches in 2019. He led his squad in 2018.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So many different weapons available in that Patriot backfield. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Newton. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
31.
Back now in Foxborough.
19.
We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. They'll run on 1st down. White, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
He's brought down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Newton, and he's got Fitzgerald.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
They will run with White out of the shotgun, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He was taken down.
Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal.
2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
From the gun, Newton looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Seven yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And that's caught by Beasley. Good. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. On first down, White. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Josie Jewell.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. From the gun on third down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
49-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 40-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He'll get this one to Patrick. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Now following the sack. They'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, they moved back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.